uploaded to IEA YouTube website, IEA YouTube channel, sorry. And one good news for those who are attending, you have a chance to get a certificate from this webinar. If you will be able to answer correctly the 3 questions after the webinar. So you can use the certificates to get continuing professional development points. All right, from IEA. You'll be sent the webinar certificate. So right now, I would like to call on Professor Marcus to introduce our esteemed speaker for this afternoon.
Right. Thank you, Professor Rose. Good afternoon, everyone. So it is an honor to welcome our esteemed speaker. His name is Professor Heru Prastawa. So Professor Heru Prastawa is a lecturer at the Department of Industrial Engineering, Diponegoro University, Indonesia. He has been teaching since 1998. So his area of expertise in human factors engineering. He underwent undergraduate education at the 10 November Institute of Technology, Surabaya, Indonesia in 1979 to 1986. And then he continued his master's degree at the University the X Marcel Choa in 1990 to 1992 and completed his doctoral degree at the 10 November Institute of Technology, Surabaya in 2019. Currently, he is active on the board of trustees of the Indonesian Ergonomic Society or Association, PEI. So I pass the role to Professor Heru Prastawa to start his talk. Time is yours. Thank you. Professor Heru Prastawa? Yes, thank you.
Professor Heru, I think you're on mute. Professor Heru.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Jennifer, Professor Murray, and Prof. Marcus for invitation and in webinar Effective Design Technical Committee. Yeah. Good afternoon, webinar participant. Let me introduce myself I am Heru Prastawa from the Industrial Engineering Department, Diponegoro University in Semarang, in Indonesia. And as stated Prof. Marcus, the material that we will be provide is KANSI engineering and usability. My curriculum vitae or brief biodata, Prof. Marcus explained for us. My curriculum, bachelor degree in ETS and master degree in University of Maastricht 3 and doctorate in ETS in 2019. The presentation agenda this time consists introduction about usability, KANSI engineering, then the integration of KANSI engineering and usability, and empirical study, and close with a conclusion. For introduction, in highly competitive product market, product design has begun to shift from the production-oriented approach applied in the past to a marketing-oriented approach and finally to customer-oriented approach. The study of user need, desire, and preference become important. And many studies have investigated the theme of product function and usability. As a result, a good customer respond to the product. However, empirical evidence show that affective aspects such as aesthetic are correlated with the usability of the product. Liu believe that product aesthetic influence the product market share and must be integrated in the human factor research process. Therefore, good product design is needed, which will make the product fun and interesting to use and is able to trigger a strong emotional response. The definition of usability can simplify we express as the left figure. Effectiveness, can user achieve their desired goal of your website? Efficiency, how quickly can user achieve their goal of your website? Learnability, is site easy to learn that first time user encounter it? Memorability, can repeat user easily remember how to use your site? And error handling, how does the website help user recovery from error? And user satisfaction, do user like using your website and recommend it to others? And third, apart from the cognitive aspect, it also has an affective meaning, like in this figure, enjoy to use, easy and intuitive, everything is there. And in this discussion, I will discuss the theme of Kanse eligibility regarding integrating Kanse or affective and usability performance. Under ISO 9241 1998, usability is defined as the extent to which a product can be used by specified user to achieve specified goal with effectiveness. The extent to which the intended goal of use achieve efficiency, the resource that have to extend to achieve that intended goal and satisfaction, the extent to which the user find the use of the product acceptable in specified context of use. Usability on the other hand, focus the effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction which user can achieve their goal using a product. It's a fundamental aspect of user experience design and involves easy of learning. How easily can new user learn to go to product? Efficiency of use. How quickly can user perform tasks with the product? Memorability. Can user remember how to use the product after not using it for a while? error frequency and severity. How often do users make error and how severe this error? And satisfaction, how pleasant the product to use. Usability the learning memorization dimension describe how quickly user get used the product and how well they remember it. Learnability and memorability are typical dimension of usability in this category, as well as others like consistency, familiarity, informativeness, and predictability. These dimensions are used in examining terminology. Control and action category is a dimension that explain user control activities and their result, such accessibility, adaptability, and controllability. The addition of the image or impression aspect in measuring usability will add to state of the information cognitive flow process, starting from a basic sense of the product and transfer to a higher level in the description of image. Ultimately, integrated and complex dimensions can be. For Kansi engineering, Kansi engineering is a method that is able to translate emotional customer need into design parameter strong engineering aspect. Since it's not easy to measure Kansi emotion, Kansi engineering is able to minimize its element of subjectivity by constructing a mathematical model that related emotion respond through a human sense and internal stimuli. Kansi engineering is a quality framework with integrated set tools and method. It deals with dynamic market demand and customer preference. Kansi engineering is able to utilize several statistical method and used to measure service efficiency. The Kansi engineering methodology has demonstrated a model of the relationship between cognitive and affective experience. It describes the overall manifestation of human interaction with product and service. The term Kansi can be roughly translated to sensibility, affective, or emotional feeling. The goal is to create products that not only function well, but also evoke positive emotional response in user. This approach involves identifying emotional need, quantifying emotion, and linking emotion to design feature and design implementation. For integrating Kansi engineering and usability, combining Kansi engineering with usability principle can result in products that are not only functional and easy to use, but also emotionally satisfying and engaging. And here a few ways to integrating both approaches. First, user research. Second, prototyping and testing. Third, interactive design. And fourth, multidisciplinary team. By addressing both the emotional and practical need, designer can create products that not only perform well, but also foster a deep connection with their user, leading to greater satisfaction and loyalty. Conceptual model of general usability measurement can in slide. Combining the conceptual model of integration described as CANSE is represented by affective aspect. This representation of CANSE. For empirical study, first empirical study in 2019 for problem statement, designer must consider affective aspect if they want to design product that are highly value of user. Is Professor Siva. And product and service have appeal in their attractively designed to satisfy the emotional need of a customer, Professor Hartono. And usability, aesthetic, quality, and comfort are significant determinant of product usage intention, Prof. Sin. Objective the study determine the priority dimension of cognitive and affective aspect that influence usability on tablet PC, e-learning website, and e-commerce website, which are generic and specific. The second, building a usability measurement model as a guide for determining improvement priority based on dimension that form usability, and also variable in the cognitive and affective aspect, or CANSE. The scenario study in learning site access is cyber learning website. The second scenario for learning site user, respondent carrying out predetermined task or scenario to answer previously prepared question, and respond were conditioning the know the learning site for a week, and model fit was achieved in the fourth interaction. E-learning e-commerce data capture for profile respondent, gender, and age and ethnic, Java and others. And for learning, method conceptual model learning, cognitive indicator, affective indicator, and after Crombat alpha test result with a cut value on 0.70, the reliability test result so that the usability variable, cognitive, affective factor are satisfactory, and which mean that indicator of the variable can consistently represent the formation variable being developed. For confirmatory factor analysis result or model are acceptable on the basis that indicator exceed the cutoff 0.50. And according to the literature, the validity, the measurement current study meet the criteria. In this of the research model, all models are acceptable on the basis that all indicators exceed the cut of value 0.50. Result for a learning from 12 indicator, 11 is spotted. The biggest is easy navigation. For affective, from 8 indicator, 7 indicator is accepted. The biggest is confirmed. For learning, for hypothesis, cognitive factor or usability supported 2 side tests. Affective usability supported 2 side tests, and cognitive affective supported 2 side tests. The result of e-learning usability factor for e-learning website are based on factor previously studied on the subject or visual design. It consists the convenient and easy of understanding the interface, including layout, color, font, and image. Navigation factor. Navigation factor browsing include activity on the website, and feature usage is a key aspect of those factors. The accessibility aspects summarize page access and website feature. Meanwhile, the interactivity factor consists of all forms of communication and the learning context data facilitated by system. The study's strength preview finding. Affective design is in multimedia learning. The relationship between learner emotion and learning, and patient emotion such as enjoyment lead to high achievement, while unpleasant emotion such as stress, anxiety lead to low achievement. For e-commerce study, study e-commerce site, the site access is the Lazada. The scenario for e-commerce site user, e-commerce site user is provided in the form of product search activity to enter the selected product into the purchase basket. Respondent were conditioned to contact e-commerce site, and model fit was achieved in the 4th iteration. This is for e-commerce, conceptual model, cognitive indicator, and affective indicator. And for Cronbach Alpha test result and confirmatory factor analysis result, and fit in this the research model And the result indicator for cognitive aspect from 11 indicator. Yeah, the biggest is error prevention. For affective aspect, from 6 indicator, the biggest is bright. For hypothesis, affective factor to usability not supported. The finding from COMETS, the finding for the chief aspect show that related indicator are highly supported. Indicators show that affective aspect contribute to performance is quite significant to usability, especially in the case e-learning. In term e-learning, the highest expectation factor from the cognitive dimension is easy navigation, followed by logical navigation. For tablet PC, the number respondent 540. Why? Because the survey by online. The profile respondent and conceptual model for tablet PC and processing data and testing and the using cut off loading factor 0.4. For hypothesis full model in 4 iteration, hypothesis cognitive has positive effect on usability supported by based on 2 sides. Affective positively affect usability, and cognitive and affective interrelated not enough to support. But for usability, cognitive aspect and affective aspect is supported. A comparison of result 3 in 3 contexts. This is a tablet PC, e-learning, and e-commerce. Cognitive aspect for tablet PC of the for 14 indicator, only 6 indicator are still compliant, and e-learning 11 indicator, 6 indicator as acceptable, and for e-commerce from 12 indicator, 6 indicator full the criteria performing construct. And affective aspect for tablet PC from the 12 indicator, only 3 indicators still fulfill the criteria performing of measurement construct. And for learning of the age indicator, 7 indicators still qualify as performing measurement construct. And for commerce, from 8 indicator, 3 indicator were eliminated. Only 5 indicator confirmed by expert assessment for feeding. conclusion, first empirical study, the usability measurement model was built by considering cognitive and affective aspect to fill out of usability measurement model that does not separate the measurement indicator used. The choice of tablet PC product is based more on consideration in using this product. There is more contact with the interface compared to a learning and e-commerce website, which represent human computer interaction product. The criteria used for a learning and a commerce group mostly involve human information. The information processing process use the eyes as the main sensor. Empirical study, the second empirical study by Hartono et al. Problem statement, study of relationship between affective, cognitive, and usability, or ICU, is still relatively rare. We study Hartono Rajo and e-commerce website is vital feature in the online business information platform, and is full of a complex customer mental process experience. Study by myself show that cognition is still found the primary determinant of usability. When it is replicated to other product experience or service setting, the result can be different. The objective to examine and analyze the relationship among the construct of affect, cognition, and usability for e-commerce website of consumer product. It's incorporating eye tracking analysis. Modify model affective cognitive usability to formulate an improvement strategy for e-commerce website service based on the finding of the patch model BAP. Method, the study applied survey interview and face-to-face questionnaire, and adopting the preview study and three hypotheses. And the result, the validity and reliability tests for the survey instrument were done with using the same PRS, and it shows in figure 1 the goodness of fit of 0.8594, and for cognitive and affect explain based on this result, it can conclude that cognitive and affective aspect significantly affected user usability and commerce using the e-commerce website. Both cognition and affective had a significant effect on the usability. It showed that affect was more dominant that cognition affecting usability. In other words, the case e-commerce affect was more important than the cognition. Through quadrant analysis, subject to user perception and factor loading of the structural model, there were two critical attributes. The user is aware of any error that occurred, and the user can cancel any order made. In formulating improvement strategy, eye tracking analysis is used according the number of fixation and revisit in the area of the interest, or AOI. This is the final patch model result, and the result, according to finding of path model and hypothesis testing, cognition was proven significantly as the antecedent of affect. Comparing the effect of visibility, the affect construct was more dominant than that of cognition. It was unique and interesting since the respondent rationale and feeling were proportional when it came to the case of commerce website. Through eye tracking, the detail of the problem related to fixation and revisit on the area of interest, or AOA, and how to solve it were formalized. The average fixation and revisit were to be sufficient input for improvement. An example of ROE for a certain task related to the variable error prevention is provided in figure 2. Some proposed improvement strategy were as first, change the location to product price ordering element so that they are adjacent to where to search result filter element are located. And the second, to provide a list entry containing words that are close to the keyword when the user type the keyword in the search form. To provide word suggestion in the error description in the form of correcting keyword that can be clicked directly to go to the search for that word, and remove the other element and position the order cancellation element, which can be directly selected the other list view. One example of comparison between existing and proposed condition is shown in the figure. The existing and the proposed design. This is AOE for tasks related to error prevention. Conclusion, the second study, the study
Professor Heru.
Dr.
I think Professor Heru got disconnected. We'll just wait for him to go back to the Zoom room. Oh, there. Professor Heru.
Okay.
You may share your screen again, Professor Heru.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Yes.
And third, for the academic community, this research is expected to provide reference on usability testing by considering cognitive and affective aspect, which refer to indicator of the affective cognition usability integration model through questionnaire instrument eye tracking. This is the conclusion for Metri. The study result, the measurement model applied show that three constructs are validated. The two constructs that influence usability are cognitive and affective aspect. One important finding show that cognitive aspects still show strong in influence of on usability. This from the first empirical study. Affective aspect also have a significant influence in varying degree between learning and e-commerce. Considering the cognitive and affective aspect of web design simultaneous, to be necessary the argument that they are independent. This is further research focus on additional indicator and affective aspect of application across website and product consumer use frequently daily. And research can be developed using equipment or instrument that support obtaining quantitative data, such as AAG. And the model apply to different website or product and can be aimed at different cultural-based user. This is the publication, and thank you.
Thank you, Professor Heru. May I now call on Professor Gutierrez to moderate. You may now stop sharing, Professor Heru.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. So the floor is now open for you to ask questions. You may raise your hands or you may place your answer in the chat box so I can read your questions. Thank you. Any questions from the participants? Okay, while waiting, Professor Heru, my question is regarding how were you able to determine which among the affective aspect to include in your study? Since you have different scenarios like in the the tablet, e-commerce, and e-learning, how were you able to determine the affective aspects to include in your studies? Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Jennifer. From affective aspect, yes. I obtained from literature review, like, from Ostekin, from Han, and from Howard, and and 3, 4, 5, 5 to 7 reference.
Professor Henry, are you done?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, can you place your answer in the Q&A? Sorry, for the participants, please place your questions in the Q&A. Okay. Place your questions in the Q&A. There's another question. Will your method be applicable also for products aside from website?
Hello.
Hello, Professor Hero. The question
Okay.
is, will your method be applicable also for products aside from website?
There is a Q and QA in their question.
That's the question. Will your method be applicable also for products aside from website?
Yes, may no strong will applied in human computer interaction because the aspect in product non HCE is different criteria, is different indicator maybe.
Okay. The next question. Kansei words can be obtained from various sources such as magazines, marketing agents, articles, and small discussions. In this study, where did the affective aspect as the embodiment of the word Kansei comes from?
Okay. Actually, it is almost the same as the Kanji word. Because the affective aspect we generate from the literature review and several publication article and search affective factor. If in Kanji engineering, Kanji would collect from magazine, from a person in charge of marketing. In my study, affecting aspect is obtained from the literature, the article, the publication.
Okay. Any other questions? The participants can raise your hand. Any other question from the participants or attendees? We can unmute you if you have a question. Other question?
I think there are no more
Thank you,
questions.
no question. Yes. Thank you very
Okay.
much, Prof. Heru, for answering the questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Heru, and thank you very much, Professor Heru, for giving this webinar. The IEA will send you the certificate via email. So for the participants, you will have a chance to answer the questions related to this webinar, and you will be given a certificate. So thank you very much, everyone. Professor Marcos, Professor JG, and Professor Heru, and everyone who attended. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Maggie Graf, who also attended this webinar. Thank you very much, Maggie, for attending. So thank you very much, everyone. Bye bye.
Yeah.
See you next webinar.
Thank you, Prof. Rosemary, Prof.
you.
Jennifer, Prof. Marcus.
Thank you. Bye bye.